today's class, what we're going to go over is controlling your losses and taking profits, okay? Or stop losses and take profits, okay? Now, some of you might think, you know, when I put money into a broker account and I start trading, is if I put $5,000 into a broker account, is all of that money vulnerable to the market? And the answer is yes, that all of that money is vulnerable to the market when you place a trade. Okay, when you place a trade, you are basically opening the door to your broker account. If the market goes against you and you are not physically watching your trade and the market goes against you, it will literally start pulling money out of your account. The farther and farther it goes against you, the more and more the trade goes against you, the more and more money that that trade is going to go negative, which means more and more money is coming out of your bank account, your broker account. Okay? So we don't want you to have to sit there in front of the screen and watch your trade. Okay? We like to do what we call set it and forget it trading. Okay, set it and forget it trading. Now what that means is having the ability to place a trade and walk away from that trade and go do what you want. Let the trade do what it needs to do. When you do a technical analysis on the market and you place a trade, there's no reason to sit there and watch your trade. Okay, there's no reason to. Okay, so there's ways to do what we call set it and forget it trading. Okay, which means you can set the trade and you can cover yourself on the downside. If the market goes against you, you can only risk a certain amount of money. If the market goes for you, you can only you can set it to where you capture a certain amount of profits. And in either way it goes, your trade will automatically close out. And if it goes against you, you can only risk a certain amount that you set it at. If it goes for you, you capture that amount of profits and it automatically closes out. So that's set it and forget it trading, guys. Now, in order to do set it and forget it trading, you have to be able to implement a stop loss and a take profit, okay? So controlling losses is your stop loss, okay? One of the best things about Forex is it allows you to control your losses by using a stop loss, okay? Utilizing a stop loss or activating or initiating a stop loss when you place your trade is very, very, very important, guys. Very important, okay? So a stop loss can prevent you from losing more than you are willing to lose on any given trade. It acts, the best analogy I like to use, guys, is it acts like a bodyguard for your account. Acts like a bodyguard for your account. Okay, it basically protects the money that you have inside your account. So if you were to place a trade and you walked away and the trade went against you, okay, and your trade started going negative, it's basically taking money out of your broker account, pulling money out of your broker account. Okay, just constantly, the more and more it goes against you, the more and more money is being pulled out of your account. So if you have $5 grand in your account, money is just being pulled out of it, okay? Just pulled out of it, pulled out of it, pulled out of it. If you never come back and the market goes really against you, you can end up doing what we call blowing your account. Meaning, you can turn your $5,000 account into a couple of hundred, okay? And you don't want that to happen, okay? So you want to be able to initiate that bodyguard or stop loss to protect the funds that you have in your broker account, okay? So for example, let's say your account is $1,000 and you only want to risk 5%, okay? Now, 5% is something that we here at Dynasty Exchange preach. Every time you sit down to trade, you should only risk 5% max overall. So if you have one trade, if you place one trade, you don't want that trade to, you don't want to risk more than 5% total of your account, okay? If you place 5 trades, each trade combined should only be 5%. Not each trade should be 5%. Combined, you should be risking 5% of your total account. So if your account is $1,000 and you only want to risk 5% on a mini lot, okay, a mini lot, if you guys remember, a mini lot is a 0.10, and it's how much per pip? If the market moves 1 pip in your favor, you make $1 for every mini lot. For a mini lot, for every pip movement, you make $1. Okay, so if we want to risk 5% of our $1,000 account on a mini lot, which is $1 per pip, then that would mean that our stop loss or our bodyguard would be set at 50 pips. Okay, why is that? Well, if the market moves against us, the most that we are going to lose is $50. So let's go over that. If we set our stop loss at 50 pips and we place a mini lot, that's $1 per pip. If the market goes against us 50 pips, that's $50. Okay, that's $50, which is 5% of our $1,000 account. Okay, so we would set our stop loss at 50 pips. That way, we're utilizing the full size of the account. We're leveraging $1,000 worth of our account, but we're really only risking 5% of it to the market. So we're able to leverage. So some people might say, well, I'm only going to put $100 in the account because I don't want to risk that much money, so I'm only going to put $100 in. Listen, you could put $100,000 into your account, okay, and only risk $10 if you want. Okay, that's where a stop loss comes in. That's where calling your bodyguard up and telling them, I need you to protect my account. Activate. Okay, so now the cool thing about a stop loss is you have the ability to move your stop loss into profit, which now becomes a stop profit. Okay, now what that means is you're no longer risking any of your money. Okay, you're no longer risking any of your money. So let's say that you place a trade, you put your stop loss on at 50 pips. Okay, you put your stop loss on at 50 pips. And you walk away, you go do something, you pay, 2 hours later, you take out your phone, you look at your phone, and the market went in the direction that your technical analysis told you it was going to go. And let's say that the market went up 25 pips. Okay, the market's up 25 pips in your favor. Okay, you placed a buy, which means you're rooting for the home team. Okay, which means the chart went up 25 pips. But your technical analysis told you that it should go up 60, 70 pips. So you want to wait for it to at least go up to 40 or 50 pips maybe, and then get out of the market. So what you can do is you can take your stop loss while the trade is active. You don't have to close the trade, nothing like that. You can modify your trade, and you can move your stop loss into profit. Let's say 5 pips, 10 pips. Remember, the market is 25 pips in your favor. So you can move your stop loss up to, let's say, 10 pips in profit. So now if the market reverses and it starts going against you, so you've moved your stop loss into a stop profit, 10 pips into profit, okay? And now you go off on your way. Now you're not risking anything. You're not risking anything. Better yet, if the market goes against you now, it's going to close out once it hits your stop profit, and you're going to have 10 pips of profit that get put into your broker account. Okay, so you've actually converted controlling your losses into capturing a little bit of profit. Okay, so another cool thing, a unique thing that that brokers allow you to do is place a stop loss to control the amount of money that you will lose on a trade. Okay, now taking profits. Stop losses are one side of set it and forget it trading. Taking profits is the other side of trading, set it and forget it trading, okay? So alternatively, you're also able to place what's called a take profit, okay? And this means once price crosses your take profit, your trade will automatically close and lock in the amount of pips that you set your take profit at, okay? Now, again, Similar to a stop loss, a take profit is also like a bodyguard, but instead of protecting your losses or protecting the money that you have in your account, your broker account, it's actually going to collect your profits and close out your trade for you. Okay? So this is the other side of set it and forget it trading. When you implement a stop loss and a take profit together, you have protected yourself on both sides. Okay? Let's say you place a trade and the market goes up. It's not going to go up forever. Okay, so if you walk away, you could miss it and the market could come back down and go the opposite direction. And then next thing you know, you missed that move that your technical analysis said was going to happen. And now you're going negative and the market changed, went in the other direction. Okay, so it acts as a bodyguard. Think of it this way, guys. If you're a loan shark, okay, and you loan people money, this is another analogy, but imagine yourself being a loan shark, or and you loan somebody money. Okay, if it's time for them to pay up and they're nowhere to be found, are you the one that goes out? Does the loan shark go out and get the money? No, he sends his bodyguards out to collect the money for him. Same concept. You activate your take profit. Your take profit stands there at the price rate that you want to close at, and as soon as the market gets there, your take profit bodyguard says, okay, that's all the profits that my boss wants. He throws it in your broker account, closes it out. When you come back, you automatically have money in your broker account. Okay, so that is a take profit. Now you have initiated set it and forget it trading. Okay. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that visually. Okay, so here we have a buy. The green line is where you placed your buy, okay, right here. So we're looking for the market to go up, right? We're looking for the market to go up. But if you look here, it went up a little bit, but then it started going down. As soon as it crosses below the price rate that I initiated my buy at, my trade is going negative now. So I implement my stop loss at my 5%. And as soon as the market comes down here, my trade closes out and I only lose that 5%. Okay? Now, with the take profit, when I initiate the take profit, when you implement both of them together, you have your stop loss set and you have your take profit set. If the market goes up, once it hits your take profit, it is going to close out. And your broker, and those profits are going to be placed in your broker account automatically. Okay, so that is on a buy. Remember one thing: when you place a buy, your stop loss goes below, your take profit goes above, because we are looking for the home team to start winning, which means the graph is going to go up. Okay. Now, on a sell. Okay, a sell, we're looking for the market to go down. So we place a sell, our stop loss goes above our sell. Okay, because we're looking for the away team to start winning. We're looking for the market to go down. Okay, so market went down a little bit here, and then it went against us, hit our stop loss. Stop loss bodyguard closes it out, says that's all we're willing to risk. Here's our 5%, you can have it. Okay. Now with the take profit, set it and forget it. We set our stop loss, which goes above our sell, because we're rooting for the away team, and we put our take profit below, because that's the direction we are looking for the market to go. Okay, so market goes for us, hits our take profit, closes out, we wake up to money in our bank, money in our broker account. Okay, so that is in depth, as simple as we can put it, what a stop loss and what a take profit is, okay? And how you can implement set it and forget it trading, okay? And we'll get a little bit more into set it and forget it trading, I think, in the intermediate course, where we'll talk about pending orders and stuff like that, and how you can set up trades to be activated automatically as well, for them to actually be activated with a stop loss and a take profit, where you don't even have to be there to activate the trade. The market will activate it for you. So we'll talk about that in the intermediate course, I believe. So with that said, guys, I'm out of here, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.